Hi everyone, this is Aizen and Danian from mycigarblog, and we're back again for another cigar review. It's a Sunday. I'm in the back porch of my house. It's probably gonna rain in a bit. Humidity is like way off the chart. I'm sweating bullets. But I'm here gonna enjoy a cigar that I just received a few days ago. It's a cigar that I've known for quite a while, in the sense that I've smoked them over the ages, and just like many others, I wondered what was so special about this cigar. The reason being is that it's got the reputation for being not very good. Well, what I can tell you is that after smoking aged samples of this cigar, those cigars which were not very good were probably because they were still very young. The cigar that I'm talking about is the Partagas 898. It's a Dahlia, which is just about like a Corona but a bit longer. It's got a reputation for not being very good, and that's why it's become a bit of an insider cigar. People who know how good it is have been stocking up or looking for old stock and hoarding them, greedily, I might add. The common knowledge on these cigars is that, you know, if they don't have at least 5 years of age on them, then they may be a little bit harsh or difficult to smoke, or have a very high hit rate. All things that you don't want from your prized sticks. But if you're patient enough to wait for them, they do deliver. And I've actually had the pleasure of testing this out firsthand quite a few times. Smoking sticks which had at least 4 or 5 years. The oldest one I had about 8 years on it. All those were excellent. New sticks, 1 year, 2 years, not so good. The good news is that because it isn't very popular, because of the fact that it doesn't smoke so well while young, you can probably find some pretty well aged ones at your local retailer. 3, 4, 5 year 898s shouldn't be too difficult to find from reputable vendors. All right, let's see whether this whether the hype makes it. This is a 2010 cigar. It's only a couple years old, but what I've been told from others, and also through some of my own experimentation, is that they recently changed the blend slightly, so that to make it much more smokable while fresh, while young. Perhaps a little bit less of the stronger Ligero leaves, to round out the flavor, to make it a little bit easier to smoke while fresh. We'll see whether that works out. Okay, draw is excellent. The wrapper is a bit tooty, a bit veiny, but oh well, that's Cuba for you. It's never going to be silky smooth. But then again, I'm not looking at it, right? I'm smoking it. Let's have a go. Yeah, the 898s, you can still probably find quite a number of them, aged stock. Like if you go over to Dubai Airport Duty Free, that place is legendary for olds or aged cigars. You can probably even find something 10 years old in there. First two draws are very strong. Bitter toffee flavor. The draw is excellent. Smoke volume is great. Bitter toffee, bitter coffee. Quite a lovely little pinch on the palate of these. It's gonna be interesting. Let me smoke through it a bit, and I'll get back to you with my first impressions. I've been smoking through the first third of this of the 898, and it's got quite a kick even this early in. Very earthy, very strong, dark flavors. It's quite dominating, quite full-bodied. Probably not the type of cigar that should be having in daylight, come to think of it. Probably a little better after a heavy meal at night, relaxing in front of the TV, cool, night air on your skin. During the day, it's hot, it's humid, it's heaty, and kick-ass cigar as well. Wow, I'm gonna be put on my backside with this one. Smoke volume is excellent. Aroma is very, very earthy. This is something that I've noticed about the 898s. Probably almost more than any other cigar that I can think of off the top of my head right now. It is the most earthy, rustic Cuban cigar that I've smoked. Very, very representative of what you can expect to find from the red soil of Cuba. Probably the type of cigar that, if your friends were to ask you, what does a Cuban cigar taste like? Why is a Cuban cigar different from a non-Cuban cigar? What makes Cuban cigars special? Light one of these up and let them savor the aroma. Give them a hit or two, and then their questions will be answered. Very firm ash, nice even burn. Burn line's a bit thick though, but that's to be expected considering the maturity of the tobacco. Alright, I'm going to smoke this past the halfway line and come back with my impressions then. I'm down to the last third or so. Blew right past the halfway mark. This cigar is really, really strong. And it's quite young, really. 2 years. I thought that it would be different. The blend might have changed. But obviously not. You know how you can tell when a cigar is not ready to smoke? You feel it back here at the back of your throat. There's this little scratching feeling. It's a bit of harshness. If that scratchy feeling, the harshness is there, that's probably because the cigar is not ready. It's too young, it's too green. Having said that, I think there are a lot of things going for the 898. That it's developed this, it's very complex. It's developed this dark hay leather flavor sensation that is quite interesting and very pointedly Partagas. It's Partagas signature, I would say. But it's just very strong. A lot of people ask me what I drink with my cigars when I'm doing my reviews, and probably the best thing for them for reviews is just plain cold water. It cleans out the palate. It gives every draw a little bit of clean, makes every draw very clean, so you get to taste the tobacco flavors, the flavors of the cigar quite clearly. So yeah, water is what I normally drink when I'm doing these reviews, just to make sure that I get things right. A bit spicy, leathery barnyard hay, spicy, no chocolate, not much woodiness, has receded quite a bit from the first third, but quite green. That bitingness in the back of my throat is quite pronounced and it's very obvious. So, final thoughts on the Partagas 898 is that I've got a box here, which is September 2010. You can tell that's an 898. All right, the flavors are there, the Partagas signature is there, but it's just not ready to be smoked yet. The common knowledge that 5 years is at least what it takes before these guys are ready. That's right. This box is going to go back into right at the back of my humidor. I'm not going to look at it for several years at least, and then we'll see again. But as it is right now, try to find these cigars as old as you can get. We don't even mind paying a bit of a premium for it, because they do produce some stunning results once properly aged. Or alternatively, you know, buy maybe one which is 2, 3, maybe 4 years old, and just maybe smoke one just as a benchmark, and then just leave the rest for aging purposes. A good cigar, just not really ready to be smoked yet. Certainly not as a daytime smoke when it's hot and humid. It's very meaty, very strong. Alright, that's it for this week. My name is Danan. I've been reviewing the Partagas 898 from My Cigar Blog. Long ashes, till next time we meet again. Take care, have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Salute.